What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Titanium Geek. This week we've got a really exciting video for you. We're going to be checking out Zwift steering with the Elite Sterzo Smart. So first look at the product, it looks really sturdy. It's made of like a hard plastic, it's got 3 nice rubber feet on it, it's made in Italy, same as your Ferrari and your Lamborghini. And it also takes, I would suggest, probably 2 either AAA or AA, maybe a few more, but we'll overlay a quick video on top of this where we'll take it out and see exactly what battery it takes. So when we first look at it, when you pull it side to side, it jumps straight back into the middle. So when it's actually connected to your bike, well, not connected, but your wheels in there, when it is turning, it's jumping straight back into the middle like it sort of would in the real world. Also, as soon as you twist it, it actually turns it on and you can see this little flashing light that appears just to say that it is turned on. A big thanks to Peter from Elite and all the rest of the guys out there for sending us over the Elite Sterzo Smart, and also the new Diretto XR, not to be confused with a packet of Doritos. This is actually a half-consumed packet of Doritos, but don't get that confused. We're going to be checking out the Diretto XR in a later video to see what it's like. So now we're going to head over to the Zwift station and connect it up to Zwift and give it a try. So super simple to set up. You literally just lift the front wheel, slide it under, make sure it's aligned like that, and then you're literally turning away. One thing to note, this isn't the actual place this Zwift station normally is. It's usually in the garage with a mat, but we're using this surroundings. It looks a lot nicer. But the one thing to note, we do not have this on a mat at the moment. Usually it's sitting on an Elite mat in the garage, but as you can see straight away, when you're turning it, you're getting some wiggle. This is just a normal floor. Lots of people have them in their houses, so if you're looking to get one of these, strongly suggest you buy a mat at the same time if you don't already have one. So super simple to set up. You're setting it up in the exact same way you set up your turbo or your heart rate sensor, etc. You go into the Zwift menus, but there's a new little icon in the bottom left hand corner. There's a picture of a steering wheel that says steering. You click on that, give the handlebars a wiggle of your bike to activate the Sterzo, and then it should pop up in the menus. It connects via Ant Plus or Bluetooth. In our situation, we're connecting it via Bluetooth with an Apple TV 4K. So you click on it and then it should connect straight away and it's ready to use with Zwift. The one thing that's not so great about the Sterzo at the moment is the fact it's only available on the road courses. Where the steering originated from in Zwift, which was on the mountain bike course where you had to put your phone on the handlebars and then you move the handlebars and then the phone sent the information over to Zwift, it's not actually available yet in Zwift. So we thought we'd have a look at, does a standard 29-inch mountain bike tyre actually fit in the Sterzo for if mountain biking was to come to the Sterzo. So here we have it, it's a standard one, it's a bit dirty, it's come straight off the mountain bike, and yes, it does fit, it does turn. The one thing I would just say is it doesn't actually fit flush with the bottom like your road tyre would. But that's, I wouldn't say it's anything to worry about, but it does fit in and it is easily turned. So if you are looking for that full immersive experience of riding a mountain bike on your turbo in Zwift, when the mountain biking does come to the Sterzo, it will be possible.
Just to finish off, just some final thoughts on using the Sterzo live on Zwift. 2 hours, probably 3 hours of training on Zwift and testing it all out. So what we've discovered is, setting up on an Apple TV, which we know are very popular, you have to ditch your heart rate monitor. You've either got the choice of having a Sterzo connected, having steering, or having a heart rate monitor. So with some people who are really into Zwift racing and very serious about heart rate monitor as well, they might be shaking their fist at this, but that's just how it is. Probably different if you're using different types of devices. We'll do more tests on that. Now, another thing to look out for as well is just the dynamics. The dynamics, is it the update or is it the steering? Is it both? I'm not quite sure. In a group ride, you've got to be far more active just trying to get your steering. You can be on the outside trying to get in, bashing against riders, and you can't seem to get in. You're putting out a lot more watts. You have to drop back, steer in. Now, normally you didn't have to worry about that. It sort of did it for you as long as you're doing the right watts and you could surf wheels and all that sort of stuff. If you're in a smaller ride, what you can do, for example, one of the organised Zwift events like a Grand Fondo and people spread out a lot more, you can be with 2 other riders. You can see normal drafting going on, one doing 3.5 watts per kilogram, one doing 2.7 on the wheel. you're doing 4 watts per kilogram trying to stay with them. Then all of a sudden you're with them, all of a sudden you're ahead, and all of a sudden you're behind them again. It's very strange. Even though you're getting the countdown with it, you're within 4 meters, mind the gap, and you're okay. Very strange dynamics. You feel like you're working a lot harder. On your own, just great fun. It's great fun cutting the corners. Now we're going to do a lot more testing, and we're going to do some proper time tests to give you an idea of what's really happening. And we're also giving Zwift some really good candid feedback on this. Overall, great experience. Keeps your brain really ticking over. We'll say more to discover. Thanks for watching. Comments down below.